That's great to see, Allie. Thanks for that.
Here we go.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Let's take a look at our... starters for Atlanta. Young and Herder, the 1 and the 2. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the center position. And the Suns pushing it up now. Second chance effort. Outside for Booker. Cash money on the open jump shot.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
Ball against Young. Let's go with a 3. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Stolen by Capella. Pass to Hunter. Outside Herder. And he drives in. The rebound by Bridges. It's stolen by Hunter. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Bridges. To the inside. And Crowder with the jam.
Well, you have got to appreciate how aggressive Jay Crowder is. This guy has great understanding of when to be aggressive.
And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his abilities.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite.
The 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Outside Young, 3-pointer, gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Booker with the jam.
I'll tell you, let that guy get a head of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Back to Herder. Takes a 3. Young from long range. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Here's Booker. Ooh, some solid defense from Herder. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Fires it. Young can't hit.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Booker. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Young from long range. Capella finds Young. Stolen by Ayton. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get 1 shot at the line and retain possession. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
On the wing, Crowder. That 3's off the mark. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 from three-point land so far. Ayton with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Crowder. Capella with a block. Fires the 3. Hunter can't get it to go. The Suns have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Young against Paul. Lets it go from deep. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Back to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Well, Crowder, a terrific athlete. This guy's leaping ability is sick.
1:14 left in the opening quarter. And he lobs it up top. Crowder with a steal. In transition. Here come the Suns. Stolen by Capella. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
1:03 left now in the first quarter. Capella, screen on Crowder. Here's Young. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Nice passing instincts from Young. quickly moving the ball to a guy with a wide open look.
Crowder outside. Booker with it. Now Herder defending. Booker, good.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Young with it. He's got 9. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Paul off the drive. And it's Crowder missing.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Outside Booker. Driving in. Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Outside Hunter. And it's all tied up. Herder's got his 2nd basket on the night. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. He made a big impact.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Herder and Hunter fill out the wings. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Young in at the point. Paul passes to Booker. Launches a 3. Rebound Atlanta.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Young can't hit. Bridges outside. Drives to the hoop. And it's Bridges with the jam.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Outside Young. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
And Young, here we go. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And they get it back. Herder. Paul with a steal. Ayton with it. Now Herder defending. The putback. It's good on the putback.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Outside Young. And they recover it.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
And here's Hunter for 3. Atlanta again missing. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Bridges misses.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. He's so willing to give it up to an open guy. Well, you think about Jake Crowder's career. He has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
Throws it up high. And Crowder with the jam.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Outside Young. Inside. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Ayton. And stolen by Herder. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Hawks trailing. And Doris, Crowder's defense, a big part of what he can offer a team.
Right, because he's strong enough to guard in the post. He's quick enough to guard on the perimeter. Think about it. In 2020 NBA Finals, he was asked to contain LeBron James. That's the kind of confidence coaches have in Crowder's competitive spirit defensively.
Paul, shot is off.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Pass to Young. There's the triple. And Booker pulls it down.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
And the Suns miss again. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
Yeah, not a smart move on that pass. Hopefully he'll learn from that.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Beyond the arc. Not going to go that time.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going. Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Offensive rebound. Shot clock at 6. The shot no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Stolen by Booker. Ayton with it. And it's Hunter picking him up. And Booker with the jam.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity. Highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
And he lobs it up. Oh, rejected by Ayton. To the middle. And Ayton with the stuff.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Young, the pass to Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Capella's got 6.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
The drive by Paul. Bridges down low. Hunter covering. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Driving to the basket. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And
the previous play is under review.
Just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defense. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spot. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Young from long range. The Suns clear it.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Booker. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. The pull-up J. Booker, good. Booker's got 18 points in the game.
Well, just an intelligent move by Booker, right? If you've got to get to the mid-range game to open up other aspects, do it.
There's Young with the 3, and a slam dunk by Capella.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Bridges. Capella against Booker. Hey, rejected by Capella. And here's Hunter for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns leading. Fast break. Here we go. For 3, Bridges. From deep. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Booker. And they get it back. And he can't jam it through. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Sinks it from distance. Well, with last season's MVP award going to a center in Nikola Jokic for the first time in over 20 years. How would you evaluate the place of that position in today's NBA, Norris?
Well, BA, you make a great point because the top two candidates for MVP were actually in the center position, Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. To me, it's about how skilled is that 5 spot. If you have guys who can control the action, who can score inside and out, who are exceptional at making plays as a passer, don't underestimate the 5 position. As long as there's a highly skilled guy at the position, it will always be in vogue.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Hey, great communication on the lob. And the Suns lead by 14.
Yeah, no lack of confidence in Mikal Bridges. This guy believes he can make shots.
For 3, Collins, offensive board. Young against Paul. Outside Hunter. Tries the spin move. Atlanta again missing.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Back to Crowder. Now here's Bridges. Ayton, the screen on Bogdanovich. Oh, there's the alley! And Ayton with the stuff.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
Right outside. Can they get it? Atlanta again missing. Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Pass to Gallinari. Spins. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 11. Booker for 3. Right with the board.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Bogdanovich has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Paul passes to Crowder. Rebounded by the Hawks. Bogdanovich from long range. Another 3 for Atlanta.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. Teammate open, let me find him.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And here's a Kongwu for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now. Booker pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. It's tipped. And so it's the Phoenix Suns now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Tough to run with them.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. On the floor for Atlanta. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. Herder and Hunter fill out the wings. And it's Young in at the 1. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And here they come. Here's Booker. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Booker's got 23 points. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Bridges passes to Booker. To the paint. Here's Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got assist number 7 tonight.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And a deep 3 from Young. The rebound by Bridges.
He started out strong. 3 threes the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Crowder finds Ayton. Outside Paul. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. Here's Booker. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Booker's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Crowder outside. Left side Booker. Stolen by Capella. And here's Hunter from the arc. Nails it from 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Young against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Here's Crowder. Ayton inside. Outside Paul. Bridges with it. The baseline Jay. And that one comes up a bit short. Atlanta's gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the 4th. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Down low. Stolen by Capella. Left side Young. Paul with a steal. Pass to Crowder. Outside Booker. Over Herter. That one rolls around and rims out. The Hawks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Young from long range.
I'll tell you, you cannot shake Chris Paul when he's locked in. His defense is as good as it gets.
Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Young from long range. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And stolen by Herter. Young with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Puts up a 3. And it's Young again missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Suns.
That's his
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the 4th. Over to the left wing. Here's Paul. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
There's Young with the 3. Oh, drains the 19-footer.
We can't forget about Young's in-between game. When he notices these shots are open, he's so good at taking them.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young against Paul. Pass to Bridges. On the wing, Crowder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Paul. From deep. And he can't get that one. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch.
terrific talent on both sides. Everybody get ready for this one.
This is not a game where you take the dry eraser and circle it in the training room. You take the permanent marker because you wanted this one. You wanted it to get here sooner. And tonight we're going to see some high-level play against these powerhouse teams.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And a deep 3 from Booker. No good on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Conley scanning the floor. Bogdanovich with a screen on Paul. Conley inside the line. And no good. His first shot of the night missing.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Ayton a screen on Mitchell. Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. Banked in off the glass. Ayton's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Suns.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
O'Neal against Crowder. Crowder hit the steal. Passes to Ayton. Lobbed up there for Booker. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Kept alive. Ayton kicks to Booker. There's the 3.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Gobert finds Mitchell. Sinks the triple.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
Here's Booker. Here he goes. And the dunk by Booker.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Conley's shot is off. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the shot by Chris Paul.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Ayton trying to break free. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. From the line, Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 5. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Now here is Conley. Devin Booker missing his last shot. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Puts it up from 17. No good off the back of the rim.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. There's the lob to Bridges. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Over Booker. Another miss by Utah. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Bridges attacking. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And with Mikal Bridges, he's a player who knows his role and plays his role as well.
I think he's one of those guys who comes from a great system. He came into the league with incredible discipline and incredible awareness of where it is he can impact the game. And that's why you see the 3-and-D effect that Mikal Bridges has had on the NBA.
Here's Mitchell. No good that time. Good D by Booker.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Paul kicks to Bridges. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker just zipping around the defense and still able to make that J?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Bridges misses. Jazz trail by 5. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the pass to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell passes to Conley. 5 on the clock. Tries again, and the jumper falls for him.
And he can hurt you at all 3 levels. Mid-range, in the paint, or deep. Conley can spark this offense.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 3.
All right, rookies coming out of the court.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Home in the paint. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
It's tipped. Crowder with the steal. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. And he misses the fast break layup. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Conley against Paul. Goes up on the high post. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 5. Booker with no one around. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Pass to O'Neal. One shot on the way. And Bogdanovich gets to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Crowder. Bogdanovich against Booker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Conley into the lane. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Paul against Conley. Kicks to Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Crowder. Looking to get it going. And that misses everything.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Big man you don't want to send to the line. DeAndre Ayton's free throw capabilities keep him on the floor at all times. Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
And he sinks the second. Well, Brent, you said it. Defense now a strength of what Ayton brings to the table.
That was the point he had to prove, Kevin, as a big guy. What could he do? Every night, you know, if you're not getting the ball down on the inside defensively on the interior, how can I impact the game? He's been patient with it. He's learned it. And now he's embraced the fact that he can make that kind of contribution.
Ayton, a screen on Mitchell. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter. Conley against Paul. And taken away by Paul. Here we go, all alone. Here's Booker. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to O'Neal. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Crowder. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket for Mitchell.
He's so strong from mid-range. The D needs to keep in mind what a feel Mitchell has for that shot.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. To the middle. Drops in the layup for two. Ayton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
40 seconds left in the first half of the game. There's O'Neal with the three. That's in there. Conley with the assist. O'Neal's got 5 points so far.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Outside Conley. Lets it go from 14. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Booker from the arc. Bridges passes to Ayton. Crowder from outside. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Thank you, David. We'll be back after. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Who's out there for Phoenix. Conley with it. He's picked up by Paul. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gobert. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Mitchell.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
Paul kicks to Booker. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. Lock at 6. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Phoenix grabs the miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Jazz trail by 13. Pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell with it. Chris Paul covering. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Here's the three. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ayton.
Utah ball.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. The drive by Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. This is the most they've led by 13 points. It's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Conley. From deep. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Bridges kicks to Booker. Driving to the basket. That one doesn't drop. And Utah the other way now. Gobert the pass to Conley. Booker against Mitchell. trying to get something going, and he gets the jumper to drop. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Paul outside. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. And here we go. Conley, nobody back. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And Paul gets it to go in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Conley, and it's good for 2.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, great Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career, it had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate.
And Booker kicks to Crowder. Over Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell leading the charge. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Booker in the post. Defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block. Paul against O'Neal. Now, here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Crowder finds Bridges. Crowder a screen on Gobert. Stolen by Conley. In transition, here come the Jazz. Up there for Bogdanovich. Fast break, here come the Suns. Stolen by O'Neal. Here we go, one-on-one. Shot from the top of the key. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by O'Neal.
Yeah, you love Bogdanovich's work ethic. He makes an effort to be right where they need him to finish that break.
And we've reached the end of the third. Phoenix ahead, leading by 9. And coming up as soon as we return.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On fourth quarter action on the way, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. O'Neal passes to Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Offensive rebound.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Here's Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Here's Paul, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. The pass to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Crowder. Bogdanovich, no luck. On the wing, Bridges. Ball outside. Pass to Crowder. And there's the drive. He feeds it to Ayton. No good that time. The D by Bogdanovich. The drive by Mitchell. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges dishes to Crowder. Back the ball. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Booker. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Crowder with the steal. On the wing, Bridges. Booker outside. Outside, Crowder. Paul kicks to Crowder. Ayton, the pass to Booker. The rebound by the Jazz. Bogdanovich has got his 6th rebound on the night. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Pass to Booker. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 24 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Bridges with the board.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Conley for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Passes it to Crowder. Driving inside. Back the ball from deep three-point range. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Jazz trail by 10. It's up a 3. Not going to go that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Suns.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. That one's not going to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. A 3 offline.
Yeah, and I like the aggressiveness.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for
Tonight, Smitty. Both teams tonight run their offenses through the post.
BA, we can expect a physical game tonight. And with the right players, you can still win by playing inside out.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point. Now here's Bridges from deep three-point range. And Tucker pulls it down. Outside for Butler. Stolen by Bridges. Going all the way to the rack.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Ball against Lowry. Robinson on the wing. Butler on the wing. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler.
Jimmy Butler, one of the great two-way wings we have. Some call him the most complete wing. Hard to argue with the defense he plays.
Outside Paul. Here's Booker. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Out to the right wing. And here's Lowry from the arc. Drains the triple. And with Butler in his defense, he is a menace. Brings intensity and energy every game.
Also add the versatility with who he can guard. Always a threat to come up with a steal. He's an elite defender.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Crowder. Second chance shot. Wide open. And no good. And Miami will go the other way with it. Pass to Butler. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Lowry outside. Fires for 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler, sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
Back to Paul. Left side Booker. Shoots over Robinson. Phoenix no good that time either.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. For 3, Robinson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Hooker on the take. And Booker with the jam.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Now here's Lowry. 6 points for him. Paul with a steal. Inside. And Crowder with the jam.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Lowry against Paul. Lowry, the pass to Robinson. Here's Tucker. And again, the Heat missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And here's Lowry from the arc. Adebayo passes to Robinson. Here's Tucker. There's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Booker. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
From deep three-point range. And the Suns get it back. The shot no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 8 shooting the ball. Outside Robinson. Pass to Tucker. Robinson on the wing. Booker defending. Tucker, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Lowry. Here's Butler. Outside Robinson. Launches it. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
A fantastic passer for a big. Bam, terrific at finding his open teammates.
And Booker, here we go. And Booker with the jam.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Lowry against Paul. Outside Robinson. And the Heat, another three.
Smart playmaking by Kyle, moving the ball to a guy with a good look.
On the wing, Crowder. Pass to Booker. Shoots over Robinson. Booker can't get it to go. Outside Robinson. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 4 and back at 'em.
All right, rookies coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your John Chaser.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assists.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. Heading the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Butler in at the 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "The Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while." Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that. The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has a chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Outside for Butler. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Paul passes to Crowder. Ayton, a screen on Lowry. Here's Paul. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Well, it's hard to talk about Lowry without mentioning his fantastic defense.
Quick and physical with ball handlers. Tough to back down in the post and just brings the effort on every play.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. It's Booker on the wing. There's the drive. And Booker with the jam.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Outside Tucker. He shoots. Kept alive. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Butler with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. Out to Lowry. Pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the three-pointer. Robinson's got 12 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Bridges outside. Crowder with it. Over Adebayo. And it's Crowder missing. The Heat with the lead. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Lowry. And that one's long. For Phoenix, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter.
Suns foul. Jay Crowder. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Lowry. He's got 6. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Tucker. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Robinson. Miami has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. The 3. And Tucker gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 10. Well, Grant, does it seem like teams are carrying fewer specialists than they used to?
You know, I actually think there's more specialists. I mean, think about it. You have certain players who can do everything, who are versatile, who can carry a team. But then you surround them and complement them with guys who can knock down open jump shots. So I actually think you have more specialists, a lot of them being shooters who can space the floor for their ball club.
Robinson can't hit.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Paul passes to Bridges. Lets the three fly. That shot off the mark. The Heat go the other way with it. Paul with a steal. To the inside. Very pretty alley-oop.
That was a sensational pass. And then the catch and finish in the same motion? Ridiculous.
Alley-oops like that are so rare. You simply have to take a second to enjoy it. Pass to Butler. 32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The confidence Jimmy Butler brings to his game is infectious. It's obvious his attitude has a positive effect on his entire squad's play and pushes everyone to deliver their best effort. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Ayton, a screen on Robinson. Booker for three. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Miami has gone 50% from the perimeter in the second, shooting 4 of 8. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. 8 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. For three, Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And so it's the Miami Heat. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Duncan Robinson.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Lowry outside. Pass to Tucker, outside Butler. Stolen by Ayton. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
A different look for Miami. Strus, he's checked in for Butler. Hero comes in for Robinson. And Oladipo is subbed in for Lowry. It's covered by Ayton. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Hero for three. They get it back. Pass to Tucker. Oladipo against Paul. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Well, Oladipo's game features a lot of speed. If you don't keep up with him, he'll make you pay.
The Heat making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And Oladipo drops them both. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And he's going for the oop here. Ayton passes to Crowder. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots 4 3-pointers, then 2-pointers.
Pass to Hero. From deep. Second shot opportunity. For 3, Oladipo connects from downtown. Oladipo's got 5 points in the quarter.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
For three, Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Ball against Oladipo. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Hero against Paul. Pass to Strus. Fires the three. Oh, they get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Steps back. Outside Booker. The ball's knocked loose. And there's the lob. Here's the break. Ooh, it's slammed in by Oladipo.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Paul can't get it to go. Miami has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Ayton finds Booker. And a deep three from Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. And it's Martin with the rebound.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Pass to Strus. Now here's Oladipo. Six to shoot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting for Miami.
And Oladipo no good on that one. The Suns have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Phoenix no good that time either. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And he lobs it up top. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. In transition. Got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. Fast break Miami. Can't complete the lob. And they're running. Bridges passes to Booker. Over Hero. They get it back. Goes back up. Tries the spin move. Bridges finds Crowder. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Heat with the lead. 34 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Strus. Back to Oladipo. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Oladipo.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
So it's Phoenix now. Now Booker. A shot to stop the drought. It doesn't go for him. Hero for three. Gets the three ball to go. Hero's got his first 3 points of the game.
He has big-time confidence. Tyler's a decisive shooter who doesn't hesitate when he gets a look.
And so it's the Miami Heat up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Panthers.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Setting the floor for the Heat. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Butler Butler with the jam.
Just a fantastic job running the floor by Jimmy Buckets.
On the wing, Crowder. Bridges outside, and Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
You know, as this game has gone along, his concentration has deteriorated. They've lost way too many possessions from him turning the ball over.
Now here's Lowry. Out left to the wing. Here's Tucker. To the left wing. Takes the three. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight. Paul passes to Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. Crowder a screen on Robinson. Booker can't get it to go.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Bridges against Butler. From deep three-point range. The Heat rebound. Pass to Tucker from downtown. The Suns clear it. Ayton's.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Right side, Robinson. Fires from deep. Poke loose. Pass to Bridges. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Lowry outside. Outside Tucker. The 3 ball. Buries it from 3. Tucker's got 6 in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
On the wing, Crowder. Ball with it. Picked up by Lowry. Denied by Adebayo.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts, using it well with that block. His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Ball passes to Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. Shoots over Robinson. Booker can't get it to go. For Miami, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. And here's Butler outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul so far. And the Heat shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Butler against Bridges. Pass to Lowry.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Shoots over Paul.
Chris Paul takes pride in shutting down whoever he's guarding. He gets right in your jersey.
With the step back. Bridges outside. And he lobs it up. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Well, the Heat's shooting only 35% so far. Paul against Lowry. Pass to Butler. And here's Robinson. Here's the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Fast break Miami. Jumps up and slam dunk by Tucker.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Heat.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the 2 benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for Kyle Lowry.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
And it's in there.
Jimmy Butler.
And the Heat lead by 14.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
And a deep 3 from Paul. No good there. And Miami will go the other way with it. 34 seconds left in the game. Here's Adebayo. That one rolls around and rims out.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Robinson against Bridges. Robinson passes to Butler. Lowry outside. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview.
Well, he plays like he's having fun. David, thanks. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there, and it's Bridges in at the 3. Now, here is Young. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from three-point range.
And this is Young's mentality, ready to shoot the rock as soon as he catches the pass.
On the wing, Booker. With the drive. Doors, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. When you think about the legacy of Chris Paul, you can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And stolen by Booker. And they're on the break. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this guy is so good in transition situations. DeAndre Ayton runs the floor like a deer.
Capella with a screen on Paul. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jumps up. And the rejection by Collins. To the inside. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
He goes up again. Suns moving the ball around. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Clock at 4. Booker.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
It's good. This game is all even. Booker's got his second basket.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Young, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A high-usage player for a reason. Young takes and makes loads of threes.
And Booker kicks to Paul. From the arc. Ayton against Capella. Pass to Crowder. Bridges outside. Hunter with some nice defense.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Bridges dishes to Crowder. Passes it to Ayton. Crowder, a screen on Collins. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Booker into the lane.
And defensively, Collins has the strength, mobility, and work ethic to be an impact performer.
And taken away by Paul. The feed to Crowder. The finish. And Crowder slams it in.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Young inside. Defended by Paul. Capella kicks to Collins. Spins. Here's Hunter. Atlanta again missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Takes it inside, and the dunk by Capella.
And Capella has run pick and roll so many times, adept at knowing where to cut after the screen.
Booker left side. It's stolen by Capella. An even 3-on-3 break. Young passes to Hunter. Backs in, coming off the assist from Young.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now here's Collins. Hunter kicks to Capella. Herter passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
On the wing, Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Doesn't go for him.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And they're able to recover. Tries the spin move. Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 4. The drive by Booker inside. Crowder in the corner. It's Bridges. Connects from 3-point range. Bridges has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Young's shot is off.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Bridges misses. Atlanta's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. 3-pointer. The kick out to Young. Hits it from 3-point range. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Booker, and Capella sends it down.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella's in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
The Hawks leading by 4. Young, right side, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. I mean, now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Analytics say don't shoot the mid-range shot. Sometimes the best scorers are efficient in that area. Devin Booker, one of those guys.
Now, here is Young. He's got 15. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Collins is running, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second. Ball
passes to Ayton. for three. Booker, another three for Phoenix.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from three, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
In the corner, it's Hunter. And a miss there on the triple. Suns trail by 6. Bridges finds Crowder. And here's Booker from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Young pass to Collins. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly. Oh! One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
On the wing, Booker. 13 points in the game. Pass to Herter. Young in the corner. Releases. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Booker. And Capella sends it back. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Young on the arc. Crowder pulls it in. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. 8-point game. Here's Booker. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Herter passes to Collins. Back to Herter. Collins, a screen on Booker. Here's the drive. And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
We've got Gallinari. Bogdanovich out there with Wright. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gallinari. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Gallinari with the steal. Bogdanovich wide open, and the 3 ball is good.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Ball passes to Ayton. Here's Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Gallinari wide open. Off target from 3-point range. Suns trail by 11. Looking to end his cold spell. And the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker sees a window of opportunity to get to the dribble drive game and takes advantage.
The lob to Gallinari, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker with it. Okongwu covering, and Ayton throws it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton, no doubt on the dunk.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Booker with no one around. Okongwu grabs the board.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Ball against Wright. The pass to Llewellyn. And he finishes nicely on the way. Llewellyn's got his second bucket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Bogdanovich looking around. Out to Gallinari. Right side, Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, Gallinari, a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Got a piece of it. Here's the break. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Right against Paul. And here's Gallinari outside. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bridges. That shot off. And Atlanta will come the other way.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Oh, Ayton in position. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
The Hawks leading by 13. Three-pointer right. Here's Okongwu. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Okongwu. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Booker. Missed inside. The Hawks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. And Llewellyn gets it to go.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass. On time, on target.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Deflects the pass. Capella with it. Bridges covering. Young outside. On the clock. Collins a screen on Booker. Here's Young from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. No good from Booker.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Herder, no good. Suns trail by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Crowder dishes to Bridges. Crowder sets a screen for Bridges. On the wing, Bridges. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Booker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's 17 points for Devin Booker.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
And the dunk by Capella.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
The 17-footer. They get the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Herder, no good. Phoenix has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Young drives in. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
On the wing, Bridges. Driving in. And it's Ayton missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Bridges kicks to Crowder. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Young up top. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And tonight is why Young is an all-star. He's got incredible scoring ability. Trey can shoulder the load on that end.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. For the three. Drills it from outside. Young's got 27 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
36 seconds left in the game. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
So Atlanta takes this one by a big all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
of the more efficient offenses in the league. Brent, there are different ways to get it done.
That's what makes this matchup so compelling tonight, BA. Scary offensive talent on the floor. And when these guys get hot, I don't care what you're calling defensively, there's no stopping them.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And for the Jazz, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
This is Mitchell at his best. Such an aggressive scorer, always ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Paul. He can't hit that time. And Utah will come the other way. And the Utah Jazz with 3 All-Stars last season. But Grant, safe to say that Rudy Gobert is their most important player when it comes to winning games.
You know, BA, I think so. I agree. I mean, Donovan Mitchell is terrific. Definitely a star. But you factor Gobert's impact at both ends of the floor, he might just be the most important player on that team.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Conley passes to Bogdanovic. Here's Mitchell. The rebound by Bridges. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Booker on the take. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Utah has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. From deep, Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges outside. Off the mark there with a 3. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Bogdanovic on the wing. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Gobert. Conley with the ball. Clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Conley's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. For 3, Bridges counted from distance.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Outside Mitchell. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Suns trailing. Here's Bridges. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Kel Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. And too long on the shot. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Goes up on the baseline. The shot comes out. And Utah will come the other way. Pass to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Booker, the pass to Paul. 3-pointer. The rebound by Bogdanovic.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The rebound by Bridges.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. From deep, Conley. Gobert finds Conley. Now here's Bogdanovic, covered by Crowder. From deep, Conley. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Pass to Paul. Blocked again! And he recovers it. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Utah trailing here. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Ball from deep three-point land. The long-distance three is buried.
Well, that's a bomb from Chris Paul. This guy is simply superb from distance.
Outside Mitchell. Gobert passes to Mitchell. Now Conley. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 4. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. They need this.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
And so it's Phoenix leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter.
Your Jazz Dancers. Your Jazz Dancers.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The backcourt is Conley and Mitchell. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the center position. That's the group for Utah right now. Now here's Ball. Bridges outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Mitchell. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix the other way now.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track. They're going to find a way to win. Booker has been accused of having some empty stats before, but mostly because the teams weren't winning. You can see now that the talent has always been there, and the winning's coming along with it.
The bank shot, no good. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. Here's Crowder. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Bojan Bogdanovic picks one up. Booker showed he still puts up numbers when his team is a legit contender.
Well, he's always been a gifted scorer, and now him learning about the value of both ends of the floor, that's been amazing growth from Devin Booker. Crowder was in high demand as a free agent in 2020, and a lot of people wanting his toughness on their roster.
Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. O'Neal on the wing. Picked by Gobert. Now Mitchell. Booker defending. Outside Conley. For 3, O'Neal. They get it again. Outside Mitchell. Tries again. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
It's Bridges on the wing. And stolen by Gobert. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Bogdanovic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Chris Paul, and he can't get the first one. And with Crowder's free agency, teams saw what he brings to the table.
Well, he's a good defender, and he's relentless on that end. And he just brings that kind of toughness that a lot of coaches are relying on, and they know that's important in the postseason.
Now here's Booker. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Tries to break his ice. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. He drops it from range. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Pass to Conley. Crowder against Bogdanovic. Conley with the ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Ayton. Oh, and And the jam by Ayton.
Booker getting down to business on the defensive end. Terrific at knowing when to go for the steal.
Conley up top. Well, the pace of the game has picked up over the years. Grant, you played on teams that played all styles. Did you sense the direction the game was going in?
Yeah, towards the end of my career, BA, you could see that the up-tempo teams got more and more successful. So it was inevitable that other teams would follow suit. As we know, trends catch on fast and quick in the NBA.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Bridges. That one rolls around and rims out. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Throws it up high.
That's great court awareness. Mitchell is just reliable at noticing when his guys are uncovered.
Here's Paul. Here's Booker. Oh, he nails it. Only 3 for 10, but that's got to feel good.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Here's O'Neal. Pass to Mitchell. The 3. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Booker. No good that time. Conley against Paul. Bogdanovich with it. Good work defensively by Crowder. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon. Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so in the game for the Suns, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
What an incredible leader Chris Paul is. So much talked about leading up to last year in their appearance in the finals. There's a reason why he's one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Pass to House. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Now Booker. Tries it from 19. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 8 points. And Paul, as you mentioned, the quintessential leader in the NBA.
Well, you think about selflessness at the point guard position, and Chris Paul has been about that his entire career. And he knows the game inside and out. He's remarkable.
Here's Paul. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in them.
And he makes both free throws. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Now here's Conley. Here's Mitchell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. For 3, Bridges. On target from range. He's got 13.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
On the wing, Mitchell. Booker defending. Crowder with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Bogdanovich. Finished off the break.
And I like the hustle from Bogdanovich there. Getting rewarded for working hard in transition.
Pass to Bridges. From 10 feet away. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Conley passes to Mitchell. Looking to get back on track. Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. Crowder with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Bridges. It's blocked by Gobert. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. No good on the quick 3. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Bridges against Mitchell. And there's the whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. The 3 from Mitchell from beyond the arc and then some. Mitchell's got 13.
It does a lot for their spacing when Mitchell's draining threes. That's what they want from him. He can really open things up for their bigs inside.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Cash money from 16 feet away. He's got 12. The Jazz have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Now here's Conley. The 3 from Mitchell. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From the corner. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Crowder. Booker's got 8 points here in the quarter. Conley against Paul. Crowder with a steal. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges outside. For 3. No good on the shot. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Suns on top, up by 50. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's the way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Utah right now. Now Paul. Outside Booker. From behind the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Mitchell with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. Bogdanovich, that's good.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
On the wing, Crowder. Ayton, the screen on Conley. Here's a 3 from Paul. Pure from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 15.
And after a sketchy first half, they're now looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Pass to Bogdanovich. There's a screen. Here's Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. And Booker pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Takes a step back. From outside the arc. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. The Jazz have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Conley. Outside for Mitchell. 4-3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Crowder finds Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Aiden. Booker against Mitchell. Looking to end this cold spell. Booker can't get it to go. The Jazz have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Goes up from the top of the key. Back to Mitchell. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Aiden. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in.
The coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
Conley passes to Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter here. It's Booker on the wing. Over Mitchell. Booker can't get it to go.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession. There's 1:34 left in the final quarter. And he's going for the lob.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Paul. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Booker finds Aiden. And here's Booker. Shot clock at 6. Over Mitchell. And the Suns miss again.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Aiden, a screen on Conley. 18 feet out, and Paul gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 10.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. Offline with a baseline jumper. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true.
Welcome to this Thursday night. Two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Augmon, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Crowder finds Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Booker with it. Robinson picks him up. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
With the step back. And Tucker has it in the corner. On the 3 off target. For 3, Booker. Robinson pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Tucker kicks to Robinson. The tray. Rebound by the Suns. To the paint. And stolen by Butler. Left side Lowry. And the pass to Adebayo. Shoots. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Adebayo.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Here's Booker. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Here's Booker. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Offensive rebound. Booker outside. It's Crowder on the wing. The drive by Booker. Suns keep it alive. Crowder finds Paul. And at last, they get one to fall.
The assist, Jay Crowder.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Fires the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. They grab their own miss. They shoot again. On the wing, Bridges. Nailed from three-point land.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide-open look.
Lowry with the ball. Outside Butler. Here's Tucker. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now, here's Bridges. Pulls it from the elbow. And that one comes up a bit short.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Now, here's Lowry. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Outside for Robinson. Lets it go with a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Duncan Robinson, Steve, one of the more pure shooters in the NBA. He can definitely hurt you from deep.
Yes, he can, Kevin. Robinson has a very easy shot. Great percentages from 3. Well above the 40% mark on his career.
Paul with the 3.
You can see on plays like that just how hard it can be to shake Lowry off.
First team foul.
Right side, Butler fires from deep. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 3. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. Back to Crowder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The contributions from Jay Crowder extremely valuable because of his defense, toughness, and switchability.
The Heat have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Lowry against Paul. Down low. The kick outside to Butler. from 20 feet out. And there's another one for the Heat.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
On the wing, Booker. He takes it in, and the dunk by Booker.
Excellent footwork there. Booker, so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Steps back. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Robinson misses.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
For three, Bridges. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Tucker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's tipped and stolen by Butler. Loads it up for Adebayo. Knocked loose and stolen by Ayton. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat out front, leading by just 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at FTX Arena.
Fans, welcome your Miami Heat Pacers.
And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Backcourt pair for them, it's Lowry and Robinson. Butler and Tucker up in the forward spots. And it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Selfless pass by Butler. He's always ready to put the team's success ahead of his own.
Crowder a screen on Robinson. Here's Booker. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Robinson, that's good.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Ball from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Butler feeling out of it. Takes a three. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Booker outside. Ayton trying to break free. No good from Booker.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Robinson dishes to Tucker. This one for 3, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Tucker. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for Miami. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Bridges outside. Drives to the hoop. No good. The Heat go the other way with it, and it's the Heat on the break. Robinson for 3. They get it back. He kicks it to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Lowry from outside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Such a great all-around player, Kyle Lowry.
You know, GA, a star who's also a glue guy. He takes the temperature of the team and gives it whatever it needs, whenever it's needed.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by Miami.
Lowry against Paul. Lowry passes to Adebayo. Outside Lowry. Back to Adebayo. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Paul against Lowry, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Lowry. The kick outside to Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Butler's got 10.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Booker. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the Heat, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Booker. An easy 2 points on the layup. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Heat lead by 18.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
From deep. We can't get it to go.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Booker fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Difficult shot. There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
Here's Lowry. Kicks it to Tucker. Fires for three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Crowder sets a screen for Paul. Over Lowry. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat lead by 13. It's time now to go courtside as we send 21. All right, David, thank you. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
On the court for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think you'd have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably. As a center, a pick and pop big, because everybody's playing smaller now. So I doubt you'd have found me in the backcourt.
Here's Booker. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Now Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Ayton. Fast break. Here they come. The 3 ball. The offensive rebound. Bridges passes to Paul. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Heat leading by 11. Out to the wing. Heat moving the ball around. Crowder with the steal. Here's Bridges. Tipped away. Stolen by Robinson. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. And Miami going with a whole new group out there.
Substitutions for your Heat.
Heat shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Oladipo against Bridges from past the arc. And it's Strus missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Launches it. Ayton. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Miami's on 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Strus passes to Martin. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Good work defensively by Crowder. Ball kicks to Crowder. Bridges outside. Here's Booker. And that one is off. And it's Miami the other way. They led by as many as 18 points.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Hero on the wing. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the paint. Ayton inside. Covered by Martin. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
They could use a bucket. Oladipo. And it's Strus missing.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Booker outside. The three. And the Suns miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And after shooting over 50% from the field in that first half, they're having a little bit of a struggle here in the second.
With three, Booker, rebound by the Heat.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. Greg, you were just talking about Oladipo. He holds a very high standard for himself.
Yeah, he's trying to reach another level every year. Wants to keep growing, making everything more consistent. And it's possible we still haven't seen the best of him yet.
Bridges misses.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Oladipo goes in. Here's Hero. Second chance shot. Count it. Hero's got his first basket.
That's an easy shot for Hero. Very comfortable facing up from any spot on the floor.
Bridges outside. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
It's Oladipo on the wing, defended by Paul. Offensive rebound, passes it to Strus. Lets it go from deep. Bridges with the board.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Paul's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hero, no good. Suns trail by 11. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Booker.
They are just killing him on the interior. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, you can take it.
Great open look there. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
On the wing, Booker. For three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game. And so it's the Miami Heat in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for the Heat, Martin is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Drews in at the small forward. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And there it is on a night when he's been so efficient handling the basketball. That's his first real mistake.
Well, Heat leading by 9. Outside Butler. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Lowry. Takes the 3.
And they're trying to stretch that lead out with the three-point shot, but their percentage hasn't been what they'd like it to be here in the second half.
What quickness from Kyle. He gets the ball and is gone in seconds.
Paul outside. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Butler from outside. He's off on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. To the middle. It's stolen by Adebayo. That's the Heat on the break. Tucker finds Lowry. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Lowry.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that and has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Lowry passes to Butler. From deep. Miami with a new 14. Tucker dishes to Butler. And again, it's the Heat missing. Suns trail by 10. Oh, Ayton in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jacks up a 3. It's Butler that time on the assist by Robinson. Robinson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Heat.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Booker in the corner. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Over Robinson. Phoenix no good that time either. The Heat leading by 13. Now here's Tucker. Pass to Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. Lowry has the open look. There's the pass to Tucker. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
No good from Booker. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jimmy Butler.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Loads it up for Butler. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Suns ball.
Paul against Lowry. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on him. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.